One pad chords, and Kelly hats, atmosphere effects, looping in, looping signal in the theme. From builds momentum, build up on the block, rapid snare rolls and this will lead to silence. Something bells and bitchin', built to build up energy, pumps up energy, hefty sub bass drums, solving with an oven and woven in, breakdown, woven in, breakdown. Return softer melody. Down comes the baby's head. Atmospheric flows for breathing space. 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 After student lead, building wise and synths tapping in. Sailing for her patterns, crawling bass with syncopated rhythm. Extra glitch fills for energy. Fills with vocal with soft reverb. Minimal bass under atmospheric pad. Emotional tension builds back, final drop. Vocal adjusted groove. Heavy bass, layered chords and folk. Melodic plug fading into silence. With soft reverb, open the bass under atmospheric pad. Emotional tension builds back, final drop for power drums to groove. Heavy bass, layered chords and vocal with soft reverb. Ends with melodic pluck fading into silence.
Gentle piano chords with airy pads.
Distant vocal drop echoes, layered with soft reverb.
Rising white noise, sweet heartbeat like kick. Build up and grow, steam thoughts start climbing. Filtered vocal drop, melody gradually opens. Snare roll accelerating, tension rising with pitch risers. One huge digit super saw chords burst in. My euphoric comes your bass, sidechain chords with sub bass underneath. Vocal chops cut in sync with chords. Hit and snare, hit with wide stereo claps. Beat strips down, soft blocks, ambient pats. Lightly auto-tuned, reverse cymbals filtered percussion. Flavored with soft replay energy. Rising white noise, sweet heartbeat like kick. Build up white noise, sweet heartbeat like kick. Build up like noise with airy pads. Distant vocal drop echoes, layered with soft reverb. Rising white noise, sweet heartbeat like kick. Build up internal synth arms start climbing. Filtered vocal chop, melody gradually opens. Snare roll accelerating, tension rising with pitch risers. Drop one. Here's the tunes of saw chords burst, burning bright euphoria. Catchy future bass, sidechain chords with sub bass underneath. Vocal chops cut in sync with chords. Kick and snare hit with wide stereo claps. Here's the tunes, super saw chords burst in bright euphoric. Punchy future bass, sidechain chords with sub bass underneath. Vocal chops cut in sync with chords. Kick and snare hit with wide stereo claps. Drifted super saw chords bursting bright. Euphoric, punchy future bass, sidechain chords with sub bass underneath. Vocal chops cut in sync with chords. Kick and snare hit with wide stereo claps. Beat strips down, soft buzzless ambient pads. Vocal line auto-tuned, lighter tuned. Reverse cymbals, filtered percussion, driving it forward. More intense snare roll with the delay and rise. More intense snare roll with clear rise. rise of a foreign bass close. Through distortion, sweep the chords, even pierce through wide stereo claps. Beats strips down, soft blocks, ambient paths. Lightly auto-tuned, reverse cymbals, filtered percussion. Reverse cymbals, filtered percussion. Driving it forward, more intense snare roll with rapid layer rise of a more intense snare roll with layer rise of a foreign bass close. With distortion sweeps, reaps, carts. Even bigger super sauce likes ambient paths.
Gentle piano chords of airy paths.
Lightly auto-tuned, reverse cymbals, filtered percussion. Driving it forward, more intense snare roll with layer rise of a bass. Because of distortion sweeps in the city night. Even bigger super soft layers up bass fill. As a hi-hat wave moving for energy. Ends with reverb tails fading into silence. Piano returns softly. And dark pop melodies slowly fade in. Subtle effects, sweetest and filter automation. Tension, interiorities and lighting with reverb tail. Steps anonymous, a steppable tone. Lucky if motif takes center stage, percussion layers grow. Hi-hats up bass subtly introduced. Rising effects foreshadow upcoming energy. Build up, snare roll increases speed, intensity. Pitch rising since climbing higher. Heavy rises, a glitch up fills space. Energy stacks to a first drop. Drop one key kicks, snappy snares and trap rhythm. Heavy side chains, the bass growls. Distorted sits downs and glitch fills. Segmented rhythm gives a chaotic but controlled feel. Talking epic impact, festival level drop. Breakdown, energy strips back to atmospheric paths. Pop melody reintroduced with minimal drums. Creates contrasted breathing room. Build up to 230, same snare roll lines are layering. And a glitch fills in effect space for more intensive rhythm than first time. Heavier, heavier version of drop one. Extra simple layers, wider stereo effects. Sub bass drives harder, feels a more chaotic. Climactic vinyl blast before outro. Looked up, this fairy tale reverberate out. Hands on dark, cinematic resonance. Production blueprint. Fletcher effects and distant vocal chops. Attention, minimal percussion, teasing the rhythm. Deep sub bass enters with rhythmic pulses. Snappy hi-hats, trap style, 808 patterns. Vocal chop layers sparsely. Create eerie vibe, dark melodic motif produced on synth-step. Build up, rise in pitch, rise as snare rolls, layer glitches, build anticipation. Vocal chop, intensifying repetition. Tension peaks to first drop, drop one heavy drop. Punchy 808s and hard-hitting kicks. Distorted synth leads with aggressive steps. Syncopated hi-hats and snare rolls. Driving rhythm, bass, heavy, energetic. Festival ready, progressive, cinematic energy. Brights and filtered leads, pull back energy. Light percussion, sub bass sustain. Brief melodic motif keeps tension alive. Build up to bass enters with rhythmic pulses. Buffers, both festival play. Deep sub bass enters with rhythmic pulses. Snappy hi-hats, drop style, 808 patterns. Vocal chop layers sparsely. Create eerie vibe, dark melodic motif produced on synth-step. Build up, rise in pitch, rise as snare rolls, layer glitches, build anticipation. Vocal chop, intensifying repetition. Tension peaks to first drop, drop one heavy drop. Punchy 808s and hard-hitting kicks. Distorted synth leads with aggressive steps. Syncopated hi-hats and snare rolls. Driving rhythm, bass, heavy, energetic. Festival ready, progressive, cinematic energy. Brights and filtered leads, pull back energy. Like percussion, sub bass sustain. Brief melodic motif keeps tension alive. Build up to bass enters with rhythmic pulses. Buffers, both festival play. 808s and hard-hitting kicks. Distorted synth leads with aggressive steps. Syncopated hi-hats and snare rolls. Driving rhythm, bass, heavy, energetic. Festival ready. Build to bass, pull back energy. Like percussion stay. Dropping rapid punchy 808s and hard-hitting kicks, distorted synth leads with aggressive stabs. The two synth leads, full effects, sleeps, tension ready and for final bigger. Drop, heavier, drop, play. Extra synth layer stereo widening, sub bass more powerful, drums punch hard, maximum aggression, perfect for car subwoofers or festival play. Adds an atmospheric FX fake gradually. Dark melodic motif closest track, ends on deep sub bass rumble. Build up, builds this track, 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 ends on deep sub bass rumble.
Every patterns of piano born set a reflective tone. The vocal chops or vocal pad layers drifting. Subtle kick clap these very minimal builds emotion, anticipation. Light plugs or synths join the atmosphere. Smooth bass line enters underneath. Energy gradually rising with layered percussion. Emotionally, melody teased quietly. Rising chord progression with sidechain synths. Snare roll build speed layered with uplifters. Vocal chop starters build emotional tension. As well as everything climbs drop one. Rising chord progression with sidechain synths. Snare roll build speed layered with uplifters. Vocal chop starters build emotional tension. As well as everything climbs drop one. Wide sub bass super soft chord sidechain with heavy sub. Vocal chops bounce rhythmically on top. Bunchy kick, bright snare cut through. Chord progression is uplifting yet dramatic. Feels emotional but festival ready. She strips back to atmospheric pads and filter chords. Main melody plays softly on plugs or piano. Give space before the second climax. Similar to first build up intensified. Additional vocal chops rising white noise layers. Snare roll build speed layered with uplifters. Of solid stereo widening, heavier sub bass, more punch and percussion. Climactic euphoric finish, emotional tension. Slowly fading atmosphere, leaving emotional resonance. Slowly fading atmosphere, leaving emotional resonance. That one. Chord progression on piano, dreamy opening. Full reverse vocal lift forever, and it's her amidst a tempo. Clean pop style chord progression on piano. Corrosive molded vocal crimson on piano main. Like kick but snap proof to support very minimal instrumentation. Spotlight the lyrics. Energy rises with layers and chords under vocals. Snare roll starts building momentum. Vocal chops teased in that good roll. Yes, yeah. Filter bass explosion. White super soft chords with sidechain popping. Vocal chop chopped in pitch form. Melodic hook. Punchy kick traps and cut sharp. With sub bass glides under the chords. High energy, euphoric but still emotional. Two vocals like goes in one up, percussion softer than first drop. Builds emotional connection again. Build up to rising tension with faster snare rolls. Wine noise but lifters layered in. More vocal chops teeth leads up to a stronger climax. Bigger, fuller version of drop one. Mid box rolling layers or drop hook. Sub bass thicker for more impacts. Festival ready, huge emotional peak. Calms down with filtered vocals, bright box let's reintroduce atmosphere. Feel cinematic and emotional. Final drop our strongest chords, stop white stereo spread. Vocal chop fully unleashed, hands on synths. Explosion, wide super soft chords with sidechain pumping, vocal chops, tracked and pitch form, melodic hook, punchy kick drops, and cut sharp, with some bass glide through turbid chords, high energy, euphoric but still emotional. Strips back to vocals like chords with sidechain pumping, vocal chops, tracked and pitch form, melodic hooks, high energy, euphoric but still emotional. White noise but layered in, more vocal chops teased, leads up to a stronger climax.
The melodies, that's the main theme. Kick, snare, groove fades in. Laura Brown's vocals begin. Every emotional.
Vocals fully up, say what you want to say to me. Backed by light piano chords, gentle trap hi-hats, warm bass. Build up, bold pause again. Big reverb on vocals for tension. Main melody introduced by synth. Energy ramps with layer percussion, drop one. Festival trap drop, huge brass style synth stabs. Punchy 808 sub bass kick, rapid hi-hats and river drop led you forward. Festival energy, vocals return softly lighter, boomins up as synchronous underneath. Build original contrast before next hit. Build up to know.
Faster, say raw pace, say what you wanna say to me. Backed by light piano chords and ambient rigor. Gentle drop hi-hats, one back reverb all off again. Big reverb on vocals for tension.
Main melody no.
Roll up, piano run. Gentle chords, say what you wanna say to me. Big reverb on me and melody. How does be variables? Every dust by sense of heaviest up bass, bass, bass.
More complex hi-hat rolls, festival fills. Sidechain superstars in background for extra fullness. Stripped out piano, breathing space, final drop. Full-on festival trap explosion, extra layered horns, vocal chop stacks are chords.
Climaxes then fades with lowers vocal. Climaxes then fades with lowers vocal. Climaxes then fades with lowers vocal. Climaxes then fades with lowers vocal.
Huge brass style synth stabs, punchy 808 sub bass kick, rapid hi-hats and river drop led you forward. Festival energy, vocals return softly lighter, boomins up as synchronous underneath. Build original contrast before next hit. Build up to know.
Huge brass style synth stabs, punchy 808 sub bass kick, rapid hi-hats induced bob next hit before next hit.
Build up to know. Wait, subtle.
Huge brass style synth stabs, yeah. Punchy 808 sub bass kick, rapid hi-hats induced bob next hit before next hit. Build up to main melody no. Roll up, piano run. Gentle chords, say what you wanna say to me. Big reverb on me and melody. How does be variables? Every dust by sense of heaviest up bass, bass, main melody no.
Gentle piano chords, soft pads, subtle black melody playing the theme. Light percussion built in. Daniel Levi's emotional vocal.
Chord bass, light kick, snare groove, rising background, implosional vocal. Zero builds up, uplifting chord progression swells.
Overall builds up, up mid G. Uplifting chord progression swells. Vocal line leads into the chorus. On and on. Future bass filling the low end. Bright euphoric atmosphere. Vocals return, calmer mood. Minimal block melody. Plus tension for next gen. Build up to 30. Snare rolls intensify. Layered risers, effects. Vocal from the even fuller, bright
last hit. Final drop with the last hit. Final drop, strongest drop with layered chords. Ends with vocal echo fading into silence. More bass like kick, snare, groove. Rising backgrounds, inflectional vocal. Strut roll build up. A missing chord progression swells. Vocal build up. Energy. A missing chord progression swells. Vocal line leads into the chorus. On and on. Future bass filling the low end. Bright euphoric atmosphere. Vocals return, calmer mood. Minimal pluck melody. Builds tension for note movement. Atmosphere. Builds tension for next severe. Hip-hop note. Minimal pluck melody builds tension. Vocal. Oh, 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 oh. Melodic atmosphere. Build up, turn, calmer movement. Minimal pluck melody builds tension for next section. Build up to burn a sphere. Feels for in a note. Calmer note. Minimal pluck melody builds tension for next section. For next section. Builds tension for next of feelings. For energy. Euphoric festival vibe.
Right side chain chords fading gradually. Kick starts pulsing 4 on the floor. Smooth pads carry the melody. Main bass line introduce rolling house bass. No vocals. No vocals. Happy, floating atmosphere. Build up. Filter sweep. Layered synth risers increasing tension. Melodic up close louder. Higher pitch automation. Drop 1. Massive melodic drop. Right saw legs super saw course. Side chain bass pumping under kicks. Melodic clock driving top line. Energy explodes with festival house vibe. Festival house vibe. Calm, stripped out section. Clicks with talk, softly pads. Keep flow alive. Build up to something top line. Energy explodes with festival house vibe. Calmer, stripped down section. Clicks return softly. Pads plus arp keep flow alive. Build up to same build snare rolls rising. Anticipation grows for the second hit. Drop 2. Even bigger melodic explosion. Full super sauce stack layered leads. Bass drives harder, uplifting energy mass. Atmospheric breakdown, echoing blocks, reverb heavy taking space. Final drop, full melodic house climax. Heterogeneous wide stereo source. Fades out a main melody. kicks, little hi-hats, emotional hook starts emerging. Throws in synth layers, bro grows in intensity. Sub bass hits appear. These in the first drop, a cinematic tension. Drop one, drop one, drop one. Bass heavy growls with side chase. Sub bass, emotional lead melody. Punchy snares, crisp hi-hats, atmospheric pads and effects layered. Melody, vocal chops or effects. Layered vocal editing. Drops back to soft here again first. Additional harmonic layers added. Vocal chops or fins to keep rhythm. The builds are stronger than first. Additional harmonic layers added. Vocals are softer, melodic layers added. Percussion, drum notes and quarter. Growl more pronounced, percussion more intricate. Rolling hi-hats, feel low, arsenal melodic prominent. Gradually fades out with plucks.
Dark cinematic pads, filter trap, hi-hats, vocal throw, subtle risers and bass sweeps. Automatic pads, filter pads, filter trap, hi-hats, vocal throw, subtle risers and bass sweeps. Back by minimal 808s, up bass sharp pads rolling, up bass sharp pads, trumpets rolling, got power domination, taking control. Build up, snare build, riser sweeping, the vocal shout, repeating hook. Sub bass grows, big layers fade, and white noise sweeps, riser pitch climbing. Drop one, drop, heavy 808 sub bass, the set of brass tabs, hard snare clap on 2 and 4. Vocal chop stab synced with the beat. Pitch bend 6 full wobble effect. Vocals return more aggressive tone. Additional backing ad-libs, beat strips down again. Focus on elbow, wait with let melody beat. The menacing and await sub bass. Pop control now, even heavier than first drop layer. Brass steps growling, bass and trap, hi-hats more chaotic. Extra vocal chops weaving with let melody. Atmospheric pads, vocals reverb heavy and build suspense. Final drop, peak energy stack, brass steps are shaking in awaits rapid fire hi-hats. Control fading into silence. Got minimal 808 sub bass, sharp patch rolling, trap hats rolling, domination taking control. Build up, snare build, riser sweeping up, vocal shout, repeating hook. Sub bass grows, kick layers fading, white noise sweeps, riser pitch climbing. Drop rock, heavy 808 sub bass, distorted brass stabs, fast stir clap on 2 and 4. Vocal chop stab synced with the beat, pitch bend sense full wobble effect. Vocals return more aggressive tone. Additional backing ad-libs, bass strips down again. Pitch bend sense full wobble effect. Vocals return, progressive tone. Hot snare and clap on 2 and 4. Vocal chop stab synced with the beat. Pitch bend sense full wobble effect. Vocals return more aggressive tone. Additional backing ad-libs, beat strips down again. Vocals return more aggressive drop. Layer brass stabs calling makes sense. Trap hi-hats more chaotic. Extra vocal chops weaving with let melody. Atmospheric pads, vocals reverb heavy and echo build suspense. Final drop before drop, take control now. Drop 2, even you're the first drop. Layer brass stabs calling bass sense. Trap hi-hats more chaotic. Extra vocal chops weaving with let melody. Atmospheric pads, vocals reverb heavy and echo build suspense. Final drop, beat energy stack, brass stabs are shaking 808s, rapid fire hi-hats. Intro, fading into silence.
Sub-sharp, pretty pads and gentle plucks. Subtle vocal whispered effects, hints like percussion or filtered kick for rhythm. Vulture and slightly airy delivering main hook. minimal percussion, soft kick, occasional hi-hat. Melody built up rapidly. A rising cymbal, snare rolls, or like percussive hits. Risers and pitch bends, builds tension, leads to main drop. Drop one, future bass drop. Synth chorus, airy lead. Sub-bass hitting key, rhythmic accents. Vocal chops, echo main hook. Bungee, melodic percussion. Emotional yet energetic vibe. Adds and plugs with filter X. Minimal percussion for emotional breathing. Soft folk, echoes, binaural tree. Side chain, sub bass, pulsing chorus. Rapidly. Like piano chords underneath, filter percussion slowly building. Vocals fully in, emotional and melodic, leading the song. Warm synth layers look lip, kick and snare very minimal, almost absent. Focus on vocals, build up, pitch rising, synths and noise. Layered vocal phrases echo, fearless, feel up, big tension, drop one, huge melodic trap drop, heavy side chain, super soft chords, bungee trap drums, kick now folk drops, bouncing in rhythm, sub bass brass stamps for power, emotional delivery, lyrics highlight hope and resilience, minimal percussion, bigger than first build, layer risers, more intensity. Accelerates, vocal chant echoes into the build up, even harder hitting and drop one, extra bass layers, aggressive synth leads, more vocal chops, re-pitch for variation, energy peaks here, slowly filter out the synths. Software for synths. Extra bass layers, aggressive synth leads, more vocal chops, re-pitch for variation, energy peaks here, slowly filter out the synths. Vocals fade into reverb temp, ends on soft piano chord, pitch rising synths and noise, layered vocal phrases, echo, zero speed up, big tension, drop one, huge melodic trap drop, heavy psyche, super soft chords, bungee drop drums, pills for power, so bass brass stabs for power.
Strike attack, melodic flips.
Long pad chords, vocals up in the bats. Atmosphere, FX, breathing in. Blood spirit, LFX, sleeping in. Half time rhythm builds momentum. Build up one rapid snare roll. Instead energy, not with the nibble, one stabs with sharp plucks, woven in. Breakdown but burn softer melodies, strip down drums for breathing space. Atmospheric folk, moving heavy bass, lace it. Faster hi-hat patterns, scrolling bass, syncopated rhythm. Easter glitch fills for energy. Filtered vocal with soft reverb. Minimal bass under atmospheric padded. Emotion, tension builds back, final drop. Full power, drum step groove, heavy bass, layered chords, and vocops ends with melodic pluck, fading into silence.
energy. Drop one drum step in momentum. Drop step energy. Half tap reset bass crowd stuff a walk over. Drop one drum step energy. Half tap. Drop one drum step in momentum. Drop step energy. Half tap reset bass crowd stuff a walk over. Drop one drum step energy. Drop step energy, half taps are sharp bass growl stats with sharp plucks woven in. Breakdown at return, softer melodies, strip down drums for breathing space. Atmospheric folks, heavy set bass growl scored stats with sharp plucks woven in. Breakdown rats return, soft art melodies, strip down drums for breathing space. Atmospheric folks, the Latin space. Right noise riser cut off automation. Even heavier bass and layered synths. Faster hi-hat patterns grow. This was syncopated. Extra glitch fills for energy. Filtered vocal with soft reverb. Minimal bass under atmosphere padded. Emotion tension builds back. Will drop. Full power drumstick groove. Heavy bass layered chords and vocops. Ends with melodic pluck. Fading your bass and layered synths. Faster hi-hat patterns growing bass with syncopated rhythm. Extra glitch fills for energy. Filtered vocal with soft reverb. Filtered vocal with soft reverb. Minimal bass under an atmospheric pad. Emotional tension builds back. Final drop. Full power drum step groove. Heavy bass layered chords and vocops. Ends with melodic pluck fading into silence.
Gentle piano chords with every path. Distant vocal sharp echoes. Layer with soft reverb. Rising white noise sweet repeat like a kick. Build up emotional synth bars start climbing. Filtered vocal chop melody gradually opens. Sterile accelerating tension rising with pitch risers. Drop one huge to tune super slow chords burst in. Bright euphoric. Searching chords with sub bass underneath. Future bass, sidechain chords with sub bass underneath. With white stereo clocks. Beat strips down, soft plugs, bends, ambient pads, lightly auto-tuned. Reverse cymbals, don't filter percussion, driving it forward. Horns and snare, roll with later risers. Vocals dropped and riff distortion sweeps. Even bigger super sauce. Layers of bass. Extra vocal chop echoes. Layered with soft reverb. Rising white noise sweet heartbeat like a kick. Build up emotion no sound. Filter vocally opens. Sterile attention rising with pitch rising with the pitch rises. Bright euphoric. Pushing your bass, searching chords with some bass underneath. Euphoric, push your bass, searching chords. With some bass underneath. All your juice, super soft chords burst in. Rising with pitch rise. Drop one, here's your tune, super soft chords burst in. Bright euphoric. Launching future bass, searching chords with some bass underneath. Vocal beneath, with white stereo claps. Beat strips down, soft plugs, bumps, ambient pads. Vocal line, lightly auto-tuned. Reverse cymbals, filtered percussion, driving it forward. Build up, tense snare, roll with layer risers. Bass grows with distortion sweeps. Drop two, new super sauce, even bigger super sauce.
sauce, layered sub bass, extra vocal chop harmony, stack for every feel. Ends with reverb, they're faded into silence. It all turns soft and fading into city night, ambient to silence. Even bigger, super sauce, layered sub bass, extra vocal chop, harmony stacked for epic feel. Drops the hi-hat sprinkled in for energy, ends with reverb tail, fading into silence. Yeah, even bigger, super sauce, layered sub bass, ambient to city night, ambience.
These very bands ends up, but melodies slowly fading. Subtle effects, tweaks, and filter automation build tension. Kicking snare teasing lightly with reverb tail, sets an ominous suspenseful tone. Lucky said motive takes center stage. Percussion layers grow, hi-hats, the bass subtly introduced. Rising effects foreshadow upcoming energy. Build up, increase the speed, velocity. Pitch rising synths climbing higher, heavy risers and glitch fill space. Energy stacks towards first drop. Importing picture bass drum. Once he kicks heavy snares and trap rhythm, heavy suctions the bass growls. Distorted synth stabs and glitch fills. Syncopated rhythm gives a chaotic but controlled feel. Talking epic impact, festival level drop. Energy strips back to atmospheric paths. But melody reintroduced with minimal drums creates contrast and breathing room. Build up to same snare roll and riser layering. Added glitch fills and FX sweeps for more intense in it. Anticipation builds higher than first time. Rock your 3259. Bigger, heavier version of drop one. Extra synth layers, wider stereo effects. The bass drives hotter, fills are more chaotic. Climactic final blast before outro. An atmospheric tail, reverb fade out. Ends up dark, cinematic resonance. Dark atmospheric pass horizon, minimal percussion, teasing the rhythm. Deep sub bass enters with rhythmic pulses, snappy hi-hats, trap style, 08 patterns. Vocal chop layered spicy, creating eerie vibe. Dark melodic motif introduced on synth style. Build up, rising bass and occludes on synth style. Build up, rising bass and hard-hitting kicks. Layered glitch X, build as suppressant stabs. Syncopated hi-hats and snare rolls driving rhythm. Bass heavy, energetic, festival ready. Aggressive cinematic energy. Guides and filtered leads, pull back energy. Like percussion, sub, bass sustain. Brief melodic motif keeps tension alive. Build up to in rhythm for car subwoofers. Rising white noise and effect sweeps. Tension rating for final bigger drop. Drop 2 heavier, fuller version of drop 1. Extra synth layer stereo widening sub bass, more powerful drums punch harder. Maximum aggression, perfect for car subwoofers, a festival play. Back melodic motif closes track. Ends on deep sub bass rumble.
Breathe melodic motif keeps tension alive. Build up.
Ambient patterns of piano chords set a reflective tone, filtered vocal chops of vocal pad layers shifting. Subtle kick clap tease, very minimal, builds emotion, anticipation. Light plucks the cymbals, join the atmosphere. Smooth bassline enters underneath. Energy gradually rising with layered percussion. Emotional melodies quietly. Rising chord progression with sidechain synths. Snare roll builds speed, layered with uplifters. Vocal chop starters build emotional tension. And adds swirl as everything climbs. Drop one. Wide saw bass, superstar chord sidechain with heavy sub. Vocal chop styles vividly on top. Unchanged breaks neck cut through. Chord progression is uplifting and dramatic. Feels emotional but festival ready. Energy strips back to atmospheric pads and filtered chords. Main melody plays softly on plumps of piano. Give space before the second climax. Build up to first build up but intensified. Additional vocal chops as wide noise layers. Smooth open pincers underneath. Energy marginally rising with layered percussion. Emotional melodies quietly. Rising chord progression with sidechain synths. Snare roll builds speed, layered with uplifters. Vocal chop starters build emotional tension. And add swell as everything climbs. Drop one. Rising chord progression with sidechain synths. Snare roll builds speed, layer with uplifters. Vocal chop starters build emotional tension. And that's slow as everything climbs. Drop one. Drop one. Extra layers, a solid stereo widening. Atmospheric paths filtered portrait, a dreamy opening. Those levers or reversed, filtering minimal into tempo. Clean pop style chord progression on piano since the opening. Like kickers knuckle it, like kickers support to support. Very minimal instrumentation, spotlight the lyrics. Clean pop style chord progression on piano since the opening. Like kickers knuckle it, like kickers support to support. Very minimal instrumentation, spotlight the lyrics. Energy rises with layered synth chords under. Snare roll starts building momentum. Vocal chops teased in, but hasn't released yet. Drop one. Wide superstar chords with sidechain pumping. Bunchy kick chops, snare cut sharply. So bass glides under the chords. High energy euphoric but still emotional. Strips back to vocals like chords, minimal percussion. Softer than first drop, it builds emotional connection again. Build up to rising tension with faster snare rolls. White noise uplifters layered in, more vocal chops. Tease leads up to a stronger climax. Quicker, fuller version of drop ones. More energetic vocal chop hooks. A basic for more impact, festival ready. Huge emotional peak. Calms down with filtered vocals. Pads like plugs reintroduce atmosphere. Feels cinematic and emotional. Final drop, final drop. Strongest chord stack, wide stereo spread. Vocal chop hook fully unleashed. Ends on a high energy resolution. An emotional ending with piano synths.
soft pluck melodies sets the main theme. Kick, snare, groove fades in. Laura Brown's vocals begin. Emotional. Vocals fully up front, say what you wanna say to me. Backed by light piano chords. Trap hi-hats, warm bass, build up, vocals begin. Big reverb on vocals for tension. Main melody introduced by synths. Energy ramps with layered percussion. George by sauce and steps. Drop horn from the weight, sub bass kick. Rapid hi-hats emoji. Vocals return softly, lighter. Trot lab, euphoric festival energy. Built to the myth, built tilt emotional contrast before next hit. Emotional. Build up to softly uttered animation. Plug melody continues under new stable energy. Build up to snare roll pits before next hit. Build up to faster snare roll bits. We are mortals. Tension slows, cut off automation opens up. Even bigger drop with stack bass, heavier sub bass. More complex hi-hat rolls, festival fills. Sidechain super saws in background for extra fullness. We are mortals. Tension swells, cut off automation opens up. Even bigger drop with stack bass, heavier sub bass. More complex hi-hat rolls, festival fills. Sidechain super saws in background for extra fullness. We are mortals. Strip down piano breakdown, creating space. Final drop, full on festival trap explosion. Extra layer horns, vocal chops, stacks on chords. Climaxes then fades with Laura's vocal echo. Softly, higher, trot lab, euphoric festival energy. Built to the myth, built up to emotional contrast before next hit. Emotional. Focus fully up front, say what you wanna say to me. Backed by light piano chords. Gentle trap hi-hats, warm bass. Build up, vocals begin. Big reverb on vocals for tension.
Subtle pluck melody playing the theme, like percussion built in. Daniel Levi's emotional vocal. Bass like kick, snare, groove, rising passion, building, build up, stereo, build up, emotional vocal. Raw bass like kick, snare, groove, rising action, build up, stereo, build up, increasing energy, emotional vocal line leads into the chorus. White noise, rising, cut off automation. Drop one, future atmosphere. Vocals return, calm the mood. Minimal plug melody place. Build section for next section. Build up to snare rolls, intensify. Layer risers and effects. Filtered one, on and on. Even for the brighter future bass drop. Strongest drop with layered chords for energy. Euphoric festival vibe. Laying into silence. On and on, on and on. White noise rising, cut off automation. Drop one, future Melodic atmosphere. Vocal line leads into the chorus. On and on, on and on. Future bass chords, super sauce, stack chain, double chop melody. Oh, on and on. Punchy kick and clap groove. Sub bass filling below end, low end. Bright euphoric atmosphere. Vocals return, calm the mood. Minimal plug melody. to percussion fills for energy. Euphoric festival vibe. Minimal plug melody place. Builds tension for next stage. Build up to snare rolls intensify. Layer rises and flex. The floated form on and on. Even for the body and future bass drop. Don't drop with layered chords for energy. Euphoric festival vibe. Laying into silence. On and on, on and on. Just tender chord. Minimal plug melody builds tension for next sex. Builds tension for encountering fear. Layer rises and flex. On and on. Super soft chords, sidechain bass pumping under kicks, melodic block driving top line. Energy explodes with festival house vibe. Calmer stripped down section, looks return softly, pants up, keep flow alive. Build up to the drum, anticipation goes for the second hit. Drop tune, even bigger melodic explosion. Full super sauce, stack layered leads. Bass drives harder, the energy max. Atmosphere breakdown, echoing blood. Reverb heavy to give space on the block. Atmosphere built up of 1 foot 15. Snare built, filter sweep, layered synth, risers increasing tension. Melodic pop grows louder, higher pitch, automation, nation. Drop one, off one, massive melodic drop. Led super soft chords, sidechain bass pumping under kicks, melodic block dropping top line. Energy explodes with festival house vibe. Calmer stripped down section, blocks return softly, pass up, keep flow alive. Build up to snare with breakdown, echoing blocks, reverb heavy to give space. Final drop. Melodic house climax, extra layered chords, wide stereo source. Fades out on main melody, main out with low, lean out with bass. To the top, 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 Atmospheric textures, reverb, heavy blocks, light effects. To burst and vocal sample with sense melodic tension. Light dark melody layered with soft strings, made of no more percussion, just soft kicks or hi-hats. Emotional hooks start emerging. Lighting synth layers, piss, snare roll grows in intensity. Bad swell and sub bass hints appear, leads into first drop with cinematic tension. Bass heavy grounds with sidechain sub bass. Punchy snares, crisp hi-hats, atmospheric pattern, flex layered vocal pops will eviscerate the melody. Got the meditatic, rhythm on no percussion, just soft kicks or hi-hats. Rising synth layers, this prominent, gradually it fades out with blocks past. Your bass hits harder, grow more promo drop, final drop. Energy, full night bass prominence gradually fades out with flux pads. Grows in intensity. That swell and sub-bass hints appear, leads into first drop with cinematic tension. Drop 110 rounds with sidechain sub-bass, emotional lead melody. Unsheath first drop with cinematic tension. Bass heavy crowds with sidechain sub-bass, emotional lead melodies. Stiff punchy energy, crisp hi-hats and effects layer high tension. Drop one, grows without a limit, gradually fades out with plugs pass. Drops back to soft PS like melodic pops appear. Snares, crisp hi-hats, atmospheric pattern, effects layered vocal pops and eviscerate the melody. Flops back to soft PS pattern, ambient textures create emotional depth. Slight percussion returns to keep rhythm. Bigger, more energetic, melodic upstep drop, layered leads and chords. Sub-bass hits harder, growl more pronounced, percussion more intricate, rolling hi-hats. Subtle rises, bass sweeps.
Cinematic pads, notes and trap hi-hats, vocal control, bars and rise in the same time. Solo rises and bass sweeps, pop pop on any man, it makes up bass. Trap hats rolling, 6-2, tricking control, taking control. Build up, snare build, bars are sweeping up, vocal shot repeat, hold control. Sub bass grows, kick plays fading, white noise sweeps, rise, our pitch climbing, trap drop, heavy 808, sub bass, slash stabs, vocal chop stabs, sync with the beat, pitch bend sense, full wobble effects, vocals return more aggressive tone, additional back and take control now. Control now. Take control now. Take control now. Sub rises, bass swings. Low blues return, more aggressive tone, additional back and ad-libs, beat strips down again. Focus on airwaves, synth trap, hi-hats, more chaotic. Extra vocal chops weaving with lead melody. Atmospheric pads, vocals your own sub, break apart, hi-hats, 6-foot, fading into silence. Controlance. Sub bass grows, kick plays fading. White noise sweeps, rise, our pitch climbing. Trap drop, heavy 808, sub bass. Slash stabs, vocal chop stabs, sync with the beat, pitch bend synths, full wobble effects, vocals return more aggressive tone, additional back and take control now. Take control now. Sub rises, bass swings. Take control now. Sub rises, bass swings. Faster snare rolls, rising pitch sirens, crowd stop chance, quick control now. Hitting heavy on the first drop, layer fading in silence. Take control now. Tug rises, bass swings. Take control now. Tug rises, bass swings. Fading in silence. Bass grows deeper, it's fading. White noise, sweet tries, and pitch climb and trap drum. Heavy in with some bass. Trust dance, all the trust that sync with the beat. Pitch bend sits for wobble effect. Return more aggressive tone. Original back and take control now. Take control now. Take control now. Take control now. Bass swings. Take control now. Take control now. Tug rises and bass swings. Take control now. Control now. Took control now. Bass swings. Control now. Control now. Control now. Control now. Control now. Take control now. Take control now. Tug rises. Bass swings. Swings. Take control now. Take control now. Take control now. Take control now. Control now. Control now. Take control now. Take control now. Take control now. Control now. Control now. Control now. Control now. Take control now. Take control now. Control now. Control now. Take control now.
Retro blueprint pads and retro blocks, subtle vocal whispered effects in slight percussion, filter to kick forever.
Photo full of future bass drop, layered leads up by emotion, fast kick, passional hi-hat, pad provide emotional depth, melody builds gradually. Rising simple bass with cogs, snap hits, risers and pitch bends build tension, leads to main drop. Drop one, future bass drop. Snare rolls are like percussive hits, risers and pitch bends build tension, leads to main drop. Drop one, future bass drop. Sidechain synth chords, airy lead, sub bass, hidden key, rhythmic accents, vocal chops, echo main hook, punchy melodic percussions, emotional yet energetic vibe. Creates emotional contrast before next drop. Build up to per sweeps, layered vocal chops, and melody intensifies tension. Drop to bigger, fuller future bass drop. Layered leads up bass build, pungent melodic percussion and energy peaks, maintaining viral pop feel. Pads and plucks with filtered effects, minimal percussion for emotional breathing. Fast vocal echo lead. Melody builds gradually. Melody builds gradually. Pre-recharger bass drops and synth boards, airy lead. Sterols are like percussive hits, risers and pitch bends build tension, leads to main drop. Drop one, future bass drop. Sidechain synth chords, airy lead, sub bass, hidden key, rhythmic accents, vocal chops, echo main hook, punchy melodic percussions, emotional yet energetic vibe. Creates emotional yet energetic vibe. Creates emotional contrast before next drop.
Peak energy, full synth chord sense, layered vocal chops, airy lead. Ends with airy pads and fading plucks.
Ambient pads fading, soft reverse synth. Chris Linton's vocal enters. Like piano chords underneath, filtered percussion slowly building. Vocals fully and emotional and melodic, leading the song. Warm synth layers are very minimal, almost abstract. vocal phrases echo. Snare will speed up, big tension. Drop harmonic, drop, drop. Heavy sidechain, super saw chords. Punchy trap drums, big tension rhythm. Huge melodic, drop, drop. Heavy sidechain, super saw chords. Punchy trap drums, up the bass, snare fill them. Strictly velvet, go bigger. Low summary, big melodic, drop, drop. Heavy sidechain, super saw chords. Punchy trap drums, up the bass, snare fill them. Vocal chops, Aussie rhythm. Superiority, extra bass layers, aggressive synth leads.
Funky sense filter house cake. Atmosphere rising gradually. Nature of the main vocal, you'll make me feel good. Vocals move, uplifting my pop style, singing lyrics, happiness, speed rhythm, happiness, speed minimal with soft kick, clap, warm pads and subtle plus, still energy, focus to calm, warm melodic, hinting at drop hooks, snarls on layering, shoot your house drop, punchy house kick, bouncy bass, slam the side chain, pumping, catch a drop, real good. High plucks, layered super saw chords, vocals return with slightly drop, energy low slightly but keeps rhythm moving, build up to 30. Feel good. Peak killer mode, super saw chords, edging grows so second drop, bigger, more layer drop, extra synth layers, vocal chops, baseline groove, yeah, more movements, strip down, vocal only moments, atmospheric pad, soft plus, emotional pause, final drop, deep energy drop, super soft chop, focus, extra vocal hook, fade, happiness, speed, minimal with soft kick, clap, warm pads and zone blocks, underneath, feel good, vocal energy, focus become more melodic, hinting at drop, hook, snare roll, start layering, drop one, future house drop, punchy house kick, bouncy bass on side chain, pumping, catchy chop, vocal sample, repeating hook. But funky sense filter house kick, bigger, more layered drop, extra rhythm moving, bass line plus, snare like the keys, rhythm moving, build up to 30, vocal, feel that. Super soft chords, super soft chords, super soft chords, super sound, Reggie house kick, bouncy bass on the side chain, pumping, catchy chop, vocal sample, repeating hook. Feel good. Feel good. Happy feeling, that bright, pluck up every show. Kick starts with low pass, no time, progressive house style. Small vocal amplish from Johnny heavily revert. Energy slowly builds. Full vocal answers, rocky outpost, supporting lyrical supporting. Drums minimal, slight kick and hat groove. Layers focus on hope, courage, we're heroes tonight. Build up, rising white noise, we smash. Layer the main melody. Kick starts smooth, full pass, dark progressive house style. Small vocal amplifier, forget loudly. Blaze the first story again. Energy forward, build the process for layers. Jump up bass, preso, and this is the festival peak. Breaks down, just vocal soft pat. Emotional calm before the last push. Drums minimal, cheers with maximum energy. Layers slowly peel away, ends with vocal. Minimal percussions on kicks and no hi-hats. Animal percussion, so dramatic tone. Hi-hats, atmospheric bass, set dramatic tone. Percussion with bass, set dramatic tone. Percussion builds, snare roll, glitch styles, licks and tees and main melody. Vocal shots start appearing, bass hitting and drop energy. Zero, that's the white noise risers, vocal chops repeating, invincible hype shouts. intensify. Drop one, which hop, drop. Heavy distorted bass with punch. The syncopated drums. Your energy vibe with my stereo sense. Your energy vibe with my stereo sense. Light synth leads, teasing main melody. Builds anticipation per second drop. Built up to 30 ways of snare roll clicks. Sweeps, vocal chops, echo key phrases, tension beats. Drop. Bigger bunch of glitch hop, drop. Layer synth, heavy distorted bass. Loaded bass. Cutbacks, animal synth atmospheric effects. Drops. Butch elements slowly fading. Sharpie drop, vocal phrase, final drop. Peak energy, vocal chop, textures, bass. Vocal chops, echo key, phrase it. Tension beats, drop to pitch bass. Vocal chops, echo key, phrase it. Benzo, or hype shout. Sipping seats, indivisible, or hype shout. Send pitch, pot. Drop one, glitch, hop, drop. Heavy distorted bass with blunts, heavy distorted stabs. Distorted bass with stackable energy vibe with wide stereo sense. The syncopated drums. Strip back to bass with wide stereo sense. Strip back to bass, black screened glitch. Light synth leads, teasing main melody. Builds anticipation for second drop. Build up to 30. Rhythm, stereo, rose, glitch, sweeps. Vocal chops, echo key phrase, attention beats. Drop to beats, trigger, punchy, drop. Layered synths, heavy distorted bass. Loaded bass. Build up to a beat. But to more complex, hi-hat snares. Go, picture that atmospheric. Atmospheric, belly fading. Sharpie drop, vocal phrase. Final drop. Peak energy, vocal chop, textures, bass. Vocal chops, echo key, phrase it. Tension beats, drop to picture bass. Vocal chops, echo key, phrase it. Tension beats, layered. Ends with fading glitch acts. Layered. Ends with fading glitch acts.
Bouncy pluck chords, high chain to kick. Light perks, hi-hats, claps with reverb. Quick riser at the end, first verse. Main vocal enters, bright youthful male. Little beating up tonight, day to night. Light percussion, groovy rhythm. Energy rising with layered synth stabs. Vocal chops layered behind lyra. Snare builds sweep effects. Anticipation growing, leading into the first drop. Drop one, classic future bounce drop. Punchy kick, side chain, plucky chord stabs. Bouncy bassline following chord rhythm. Punchy bassline following rhythm. Say rising elements, more intense layering. Several chord rhythm. Bright synth lead playing a fun touchy melody. Full cockwind, hammer deep and synth lead. More percussive layers, bigger festival feel. Bassline thicker, pushing dance floor energy. Calm section with soft pats. Vocal maying, lighting it up tonight. Anticipation for final drop. Massive euphoric future bounce drop. All layers together, leap vocal chops, thick bass. Slowly strips down to pluck melody and fades out. They rising elements, more intense layering. Several chord rhythm. Bright synth lead playing a fun touchy melody. Full cockwind, hammer deep and synth lead. More percussive layers, bigger festival feel. Bassline thicker, pushing dance floor energy. Bouncy kick, vocal chop melody. Builds tension quietly. Creates anticipation for final drop. Final drop. Massive euphoric future bounce drop. All layers together. Leap vocal chops, thick bass. Goalie sloops down to pluck melody and fades out. chop melody is made whole.
Lower than the vocal enters softly. Ethereal, airy, reverb. Kick builds a subtle hi-hat rolls. Rolls, rolls. Back of light piano chords and filter sims. Trap style snare fills sneaking. Build up white noise, then tries insistent. For we are mortals, echo attention. Drop one, both novels and speed, huge tension. Drop one, white novels and speed, huge tension. Drop one, more drops and heavy bass. Sidechains, super soul chords drive energy. Low press style trap drums, heavy 808. Very reverb. Sight down to it, reverb. Soft pads, build suspense again with quiver. Kick builds a circle, but with bigger risers and layered snares. Faster tempo feeling, even harder 808s. Layers synth brass over one drop tap has full intensity. Slowly filters down since the long reverb tail ends with one final kick crash, reverb crash.
I have wolf when I will break that. Subtle synth blunts hinting at melody. White noise sweeps filled in anticipation. Little drum snare hi-hat rolls. Baseline right in the building. Bass snare roll accelerates. Rising synth sweeps and risers. Vocal chart phrases for hype. Tension beats before drop, drum step drop. Toggle time rhythm, punching kicks, snappy clap, wobble growling bass hits, layered synth, leaves with chop melody, adrenaline, pumping energy. Rhythm reduces slightly, atmospheric pad, soft plucks, vocal chops or light synths, maintain melodic hook. Prepares listener for second drop. Builds up, two. Rhythm reduces slightly, atmospheric pad, soft plucks, vocal chops or light synths, maintain melodic hook. Prepares listener for second drop. Builds up, 2:30. Snare roll accelerates even faster, rising FX, vocal height phrases, echo, build tension to max. Drop your drum step, drop faster, chopping rhythms, rolling bass and layered leads. High energy, festival vibe. Rapping about the blissful vibe. Struggle line, echo filter drops. Breathing room before final drop. Peak energy, full drums and rhythm, wobble, bass, layered synths. Vocal chops highlight key phrases. Dance with bass, backs and atmospheric pass. Strip down, short melodic echo filter drops. Breathing room before final drop. Weak energy, full drum set rhythm, layered synths. Synths big, fading fast and atmospheric paths. Layered synths. layered synths.
Subtle risers building tension. Light percussion or clap echoes over cacophony aerial motions. Minimal percussion soft kick, half swirl with rising pitch. Establishes melodic core. Drop. Pitch bend sits and vocal chops intensify. White noise makes these skets. Tension peaks into first drop one. Hybrid drop hard hit and distorted 808 bass.
Single trap drums.
Simply trap drums. Simple vocal hooded. Focus on lead simple vocal hook. Groupable from 2. Snare rolls faster, rises stronger vocal chops. Echo main lyric. Additional synth layers build tension. Prepares listener for drop 2. Bigger, fuller, hybrid trap drop. Distorted 808s, but melodic leads. Layered stable cushion, hi-hat, lower mic, dig drop, final drop. Full hybrid trap energy. Layered distorted bass, melodic lid chop vocals. Ends with atmospheric effects fading out. Drop. Simply trap drums. Simply trap drums. Simply trap drums. Simply trap drums.
Substructure pop chords, gentle atmosphere risers. 4 on the floor, house kick gradually fades in. Bright percussive groove begins before the layering starts rising. Vocal echoes and ephemerizers. Drums still minimal, kick and clap more pronounced. Energy G layering starts rising. Vocal echoes and ephemerizers. Drop ball echoes and ephemerizers. Bright super saw chord progression, pumping sidechain bass underchords. Chris clap snare groove, Melodic festival, hands up vibe. Vocals return slightly more emotional, backed with piano chords. Drums pull back slightly for dynamic. In vision build with risers, snare rolls, vocal repetition of main lyric. That's well into the second drop. Bigger, fuller than the first drop. Extra layers, super sauce, sub bass, rubble more present. Bright effects emphasize impact. All layers at full force. Festival, hands in the air, climax. Gradual fade out with clutch pads. Kick fades last. Pronounced energy layering starts rising. Vocal echoes and ephemerizers. Drop 1 bubble loop. Grub. Right super saw chord progression, pumping sidechain bass underchords. Chris clap snare groove, Melodic festival, hands up vibe. Vocals return slightly more emotional, backed with piano chords. Drums pull back slightly for dynamics. Built-in build with risers, snare rolls, vocal repetition of main lyric. That's well into the second drop. Trigger fuller than the first drop. Extra layers of super sauce. Sub bass rumble more present. Bright effects emphasize impact. Or the first emphasize impact. Only at the best emphasize impact. Bright effects. Trigger fuller than the first drop. Extra layers of super sauce. Sub bass rumble more present. Bright effects emphasize impact. All layers at full force. Festival, hands in the air, climax. Bigger, fuller than the first drop. Extra layers of super sauce.
sub bass rumble more present, bright effects, emphasize impact.
Filtered house kick gradually fades in. Atmospheric effects like risers and sweeps. Soft melodic teasing main theme. Simply Miriam bright carrying uplifting melody. Minimal percussion kicks off pop hi-hats. Subtle vocal chops or soft of hi-hats. Build up one time. Side chain rolling balls uncomfortable. Layer function opens up, drop level right. Layer parts in airy, melodic and clean. Bright super solar, melody side chain bass. Brother, doesn't love a return king. Bright super thunder melodic feel. Bright super sonic melodies. Lifting blur tags when rises and maintained. Reaches peak tension. Down to close and soft pads. Filtered house keep gradually fades in. Atmospheric effects like risers and sweeps. Soft melodic teasing main theme. Careful drop super soul melody sidechain bass. Bright soaring energy, perfect for festival and driving vibes. Bell bugs only soft and atmospheric effects. Creates space before final climax. Final drop, formal light percussion with layered sense. Energetic vocal drops and bass. Ends with airy bats and melodic echoes. Soaring melody, searching on the bass, hunting rolls on kick and cut. Layer plus and airy pads, festival ready, energetic and clean. Oh, bright super starling melody, fast like sweeps around the top, tension, drinking pot, layer plus and airy pads, festival ready, energetic and clean. Energetic and clean, energetic and clean. Climax, final.
Jamie in the fear has a breather. Soft tone soars into playing the main melody. Subtle white noise sweeps for atmosphere. Kick starts fading in. Vocal start emotional man. Like animal drums slowly building tension. Vocal tone grows more powerful and emotional. That's slow and filter upward. Drop one, melodic bass drop. Words super slow chords with heavy sidechain bumping. Emotionally melody. Top bass groove fills the low. And vocal drops leading into synth melody. Vocals return more intense and emotional. Added back on top. Broader layers of super sauce. Full of reverb, bright and mix. Vocal drops with a lead and drop melody. down to atmospheric bass like echo vocals to fade to no. Builds tension for final drop, final drop. Peak and rhythm cruise, melodic bass chords. Slowly still for you filtering. That's like builds tension for final drop, final drop. Peak energy, huge melodic bass chords. Slowly simple out. Ends with the filter pattern soft, fading out. Working off the filter pad. Ends with the filter pattern soft, block fading out. Bright super solver tap. Whoa. 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 White super solid pads when emotional. Stereo powers with heavy sidechain pumping. Emotional. Pass well and filter up. Word drop one. Melodic bass drop. White super solid chords with heavy sidechain pumping. Emotionally melody. Top bass groove fills the low and vocal chops leading into synth melody. White superstar chords with heavy sidechain pumping. Emotionally melody. Sub bass groove fills the low end. Vocal chops leading into synth melody. Vocals return more intense and emotional. Body fast rock more with heavy sidechain pumping. Pumping, emotionals, pumping. Build up your first third, build with heavy sidechain pumping. Pumping, emotional melody. Sub bass groove fills the low end. Vocal chops leading into synth melody. Strip down to atmospheric bass like echo vocals with fade to no. Builds tension for final drop, final drop. Peak and earn a cruise melodic bass chords.